Hi everyone! Today's video is all about vocab and how we're going to use clay in order to get vocab mastery. Now we all know that there are definitely harder and harder words that we are expected to learn, and not only learn and understand but use in sentences and especially in exams in the secondary sector. So here are some really useful ways in which you can gain some mastery over a vocab that is particularly difficult. So for today's demonstration, we're going to use the really common biology terms, diffusion, active transport, and osmosis. From my experience, students find the interchangeable nature of these quite difficult to understand, and it usually takes a few months before they're very happy to use it in a sentence. So today, let's focus on those. Let's start with diffusion. We imagine that this is a cell and that the definition of diffusion is a net movement of anything from a region of high concentration to low concentration. If we imagine that this cell is a region of high concentration, and that the surrounding area is a region of low concentration. And we can clearly see that because the number of molecules inside this cell is much greater than the number outside. So this is highly concentrated, and this is very low concentration. The way I would master this is knowing that if this cell were to burst, which direction would these molecules travel in? Well, that's easy. If the cell were to burst, they would travel outwards from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration. So, in order to demonstrate that using the clay, I'm going to create arrows. And the arrows will show the net movement of these molecules going from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration. And this is known as diffusion. Now, even though the concept is really clear, I might not know how to spell diffusion, or I might forget that the word diffusion is linked to this concept, especially if we don't revise this for the next few months. So what I'm going to do to make it really clear for myself is create the word diffusion using the clay. And there we are. This is my word, diffusion, and this is my visual representation of the word diffusion, which means the net movement shown by the arrows of anything from a region of high concentration to low concentration, from lots to fewer. Now from this I can also see that I don't need a lot of energy, that if I were to burst, this cell were to burst, all of these particles would just come streaming out. And there we go, there's diffusion.